Hello, I'm here today to honor my hero. My hero is my mother. I'm so glad that she has supported me through everything that I've done. She's been there for me for day one. When I was little, I didn't even know the world. She showed me the world. I walked in her shadow every day, all day. She's my hero because when everything went wrong and I thought I had no one else in this world, she was my world. I got sick around the age of 25 after I had my last daughter. After I had my last daughter, I I couldn't focus. I couldn't think. They had just told me I had lupus. I didn't know what to expect. I had friends that had lupus and that had died. My mother always had my back. She talked me through it. She walked me through it. I have relapsed two, three times within the last probably 15 years, and she's been there. After I was declared with lupus, soon after that, I went on dialysis. I couldn't believe that nobody could be that strong for me. No one could sit through everything that I have been through in my life. I have four children. She has been there for all my children. When I couldn't take care of my kids anymore when I was on dialysis, she was there. I used to wonder when I was a child why she made us go to church all the time, three times a week. Why she made us stay at sleep and shut ins at church and took us all the time. My dad never went. And my mom instilled church in us so hard that once I got sick, he was in me. I sh- I should have mentioned first that when my lupus and everything flared up, that the doctors came in and declared that I was going to die. My mother said she's not going to die. She's going to live to see another day. God has her. We believe not in man, we believe in God. So she put my life in her hands. The day after I came out of a coma, and my mother was right there, holding my hand, rubbing me down with oil, praising the Lord. So when after I went on dialysis, I became so ill that I didn't think I could make it. 11 years later, I was off of dialysis. I was back to good health, and she still was there. I broke my legs, both of them, and couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. I couldn't turn over. I couldn't sleep. I barely would eat. There she stood, right there now in my shadow, instead of me being in her shadow. A couple of years after that, my sisters all moved to Indianapolis. And I said, well, I guess my mom's going to move to Indianapolis too, so I'll just be here. No, my thought was all wrong. She was right there in Gary with me. So through all everything, she's been there. She's been my storm beyond everything. So that is my hero. She's my hero since I was born, since through trials and tribulations. She's my hero through things I thought I couldn't make it through. I'm here today in Indianapolis, and lo and behold, guess who's with me? My mother. My mother picked up everything the day I said, okay, I guess it's time for me to go and be with my sisters and for us to go and reunite as family. My mother, I didn't have to speak one time. Her house was already gotten when I was still looking for an apartment down there. And so, therefore, she moved in her house, I moved in my house, and here we are. We're all here together. And my grandmother even picked up and moved with us. So now we're all in Indianapolis, united as a family. I kept procrastinating of going back to nursing school. I went to nursing school years and years ago. And when I went off to college to go to nursing school, guess who went with me? My mother. My mother went through nursing school with me. When I had to stop because of my illness, she kept going. So now she's an RN and she's right where she want to be and she's where I want to get to. So when I got down to Indianapolis and we got situated, she said, "Baby, don't you think it's time for you to go ahead and go back to school and do your nursing and everything?" And I said, "Well, Mom, I didn't got to the age of 41, so why finish it? I can't stand up by long amounts of time. I mean, so if I spasm out, I don't think the job is going to keep me." She made me go back to school. And I was like, okay, there's not a school near me. My husband works and I don't have a way back and forth. She said, do the classes online when you can be comfortable and do them at home. So here I am today, taking a business class, entering it into my nursing degree where I can go in for associate nursing. So my mother guides me through everything. So that's my hero. I don't know about anybody else, but for someone to be that strong and be able to handle somebody else's fears and not focus on her own, that's a true hero to me. So this is me honoring my mother by saying thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for all the things that I didn't think you can work out, that only God can do. You are everything to me. And I want my kids to think like that of me, that I'm their hero. She's taught me so many things, and I instill them in my kids. So that's what it's all about. Your hero should be someone you can look up to. And my mom is definitely that hero for me. Thank you for letting me express how I felt about my hero.